Hey everyone. Sorry, there's like paint on my hands, which is kind of appropriate for this particular reading. Okay, this reading is it's a timeless reading. I felt led to give an artist reading, more of an artistic message for those of you, though, because I'm an artist myself. And there's always a time where we hit a snag or we have artist block. It does not have to be like you can be a painter, you can be a sculptor, you can be a carpenter, you can be a writer, a vlogger, a blogger, a journalist, or you're, whatever. Some of you are aspiring to be that. And this is for anything that you may encounter during that process, your artistic endeavors. Some of you guys just have artistic skills, and you can be a musician, a singer, a songwriter, a producer, or a director of some kind. There's always some type of form of creativity in our everyday lives. Some of you guys want to become more creative in interior design, right? With clothing, fashion design, hair design, cosmetology, makeup, right? There's always something that we do that has some type of a creative streak to it, whether we are skilled at it or not, right? So let's go ahead. This reading I don't feel is going to be too long, but this is just for those of you who really just need some guidance, right? So let's go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to start off with the sign of Gemini. Okay. And the questions that I have here, I have them here with me so I can remember them. It says it's going to be a 7-card spread. First question is going to be answered about your gifts, your struggles, the comfortable, the uncomfortable, your past, your future, your muse. Okay, and then we're going to pull some oracle messages alongside this reading. So we're going to pull the oracle messages first. I'm going to pull some cards from this Zener. These are Zener cards. They're gaming cards, but I use them a little bit differently. They're like psychic cards. So when I pull a card, I'm going to allow my intuition and my spirit to give me energies for you, Gemini, in regards to your artistic endeavors and your financial life attached to that financial endeavor. Okay, so let's go ahead and see here. Okay, this is for the sign of Gemini. Universe, source, archangels for those who are artistic and creative. For the sign of Gemini, for all signs of Gemini, individuals who resonate with the sign of Gemini and their artistic endeavors and their finances attached to those artistic and creative endeavors. Universe, source for the sign of Gemini. Let's see, Gemini, what card comes out for you. Gemini. You have the Square. Security. There are those of you who want to create a sense of security with your artistic endeavors, with your creative skill. There are others of you who are trying to open up your own business, and you're trying to figure out how you can practically build this fortress, right? You're trying to understand the practicality behind this creative project or behind opening your own business. What are the practical steps, right? Others of you may feel a sense of insecurity with this, okay, where you feel that you're not good enough or you don't know the right people in order to get that job as a producer or as a storyboard artist or as a writer or whatever, right? I don't know why I got this, but some of you guys love magazines, or you just like looking at magazines for inspiration. Maybe that's something for one of you. Okay. However that resonates with the square card. All right, so let's pull one more oracle message, and then we're going to get into your tarot. Okay, Gemini? For Gemini, for their artistic endeavors moving forward, for their artistic endeavors, their artistic and creative advice moving forward. What do they need to know, universe source, for the sign of Gemini, all signs of Gemini, for their artistic endeavors? Let's see. Gemini for their creative endeavors. Okay, we have the Unseelie Queen. So there are those of you who have definitely dealt with some very deep insecurities, okay, when it comes to your artwork. There are those of you who may think outside the box, for some people too much, where people really just don't understand how you think. They don't understand why your creative process is the way it is, okay? But I have a sense, Gemini, that you don't really care. This advice card is letting you know that you have a specific way that you want people to see you, or there's a specific process that you implement into your artwork or into this creative project that may beat against, it may kind of make people feel nervous, or may make them feel like, oh, this is not really like what we're looking for, because they don't understand it. Others of you, this is all about how you look, how you dress. Okay, you're very creative in that sense. And some people, I think that you're creating, some of you guys are just beyond what society can understand right now. Okay, you just destroy boundaries, you destroy, there's like this generational thing when it comes to your creative skill that people just don't really understand. And this card encourages you to continue to stand up and be this beautiful energy here. Because I feel like at some point there's going to be someone who's going to look at it and realize, okay, this is a little far-fetched, or it seems far-fetched, or it seems like it's just way out of the box and it's wild and it's, you know, but that's because you have such a specific, there's a specific way that you create where people, other creatives, you know, maybe your coworkers or your classmates, or, you know, if you're going to art school or something, or even if you're not going to art school, there's a specific way that you do, that you create, or a specific way that you dress, specific way that you do your makeup. Okay. Some people may think like you put on too much makeup for everyday makeup, some of you, and you're just like, I don't care. Like, this is me. Very interesting. But you have the goal, Gemini, where you're like, even though I'm thinking outside the box with this, or the way I think about things within this project or within this journey, this creative journey, people don't understand it now, but they will. I feel like that's the energy that I'm getting for you. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot. Okay. So let's see. Universe source. This is for the sign of Gemini, all signs of Gemini, all signs of Gemini. All signs of Gemini for their creative and artistic endeavors. What gifts, what are their gifts? What are their struggles? What is their comfort? What makes them uncomfortable? What is their artistic or creative past? What is their future within this artistic endeavor or this journey? What is their muse? What inspires them? Universe source, archangels, ancestors, for the sign of Gemini. All right, let's see. One of them wanted to fly out, so all right, so we got the 10 of Cups. So whatever you're doing, Gemini, it makes you happy. It makes you happy. And the more you stick to what you love within this artistic journey, and again, I'm only speaking to people who really are pushing themselves. You're pushing yourself to be creative. You're pushing yourself to succeed within the artistic realm in society, right? So for those of you who you don't resonate with this at all and you don't care, this message is probably not for you. But for those of you who really are you're really creative in something. You do not have to be an artist, right? But you're creative in something. Could be what you wear, your hair, your makeup, whatever. If you post on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or whatever, you have like even photographers, right? Some of you guys may be photographers. There's something that you know that that you do, it makes you happy, but you may get a lot of pushback from it. And you also, with this square here, if you have like a square mindset with this artistic endeavor, I don't feel like that's really gonna mesh well. Don't be afraid to think outside the box, because if there's someone that's making you feel like you're boxed in as well, Gemini, let that go. You need to let that go, because this 10 of Cups here is your ultimate happiness. I feel like that's a bonus card. Okay. It's your bonus card. Wow, and then we have the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, there are some things that you need to let go of, okay, that are putting you in this box. It's just causing you a lot of pain, okay, or it's causing you to feel like you're inadequate or you're not good enough, Gemini. You can't be put in a box and try to be this amazing creative person, this amazing artist, if you're just allowing people to tell you, well, this is how you're supposed to be an artist, and this is the process, and this is the classes you need to take. You already know. Do what makes you happy. And if you want to take some classes and that's what's going to make you happy and that's going to put you in a better, more positive, creative environment, do so, right? So let's go ahead and pull these cards. So your gifts, let's just go ahead and put these out. Your gifts, your struggles, the comfortable, the uncomfortable, the past, your future, and your muse. Okay. So we have your gifts, Gemini. The Ace of Cups. I feel like some of you guys, this is like watercolor. Some of you guys are really good at watercolor, or you're good with, there's a lot of art work that you create for those of you who are painters or digital creators or whatever. You love working with water, or you create a lot of water paintings or drawings or whatever. For others of you, you have the gift of really bringing out the best in people with your artwork, whether when they look at your work or whenever they see the work that you're doing, whether they realize that or not, somehow your artwork or your creative project what's unique about it is that your energy behind what you do it's like this emotional confidence. It's like some of you guys have been through a lot, and because you've been through a lot, some of you guys have let a lot of things go because of what you've been through. And this project or this journey that you're on shows how passionate and how resilient you are when it comes to your work. Okay. Now, in regards to your struggles, it's the Six of Cups. Some of you guys may have water in your chart, okay? But this is showing me that you struggle with either rejection from the past. This can also, this doesn't have to be artistic struggles. This can just affect your artistic or creative process, right? So Some of you guys stopped putting on makeup for a while, or you've stopped dressing a certain way, you know, because of something that happened in your past, maybe a death, maybe a breakup, a loss of a friend, or a loved one, you know, maybe financial problems from the past where you're so afraid of that happening that you're not thinking straight. This is the past, okay? And you can't remain stuck in the past, Gemini. You have to, some of you guys may be a Gemini moon. Your past is not meant for you to live in, it's for you to learn from, and that's it. That's it. You don't need to dwell on the past. Move on towards the future. You're very strong here. You're very resilient. You know what makes you happy. You're very confident in that. But there's like a sense of the past following you around. Okay? And then we have Judgment for the comfortable. Okay? You have a really you're good at judging things. You're good at observing things and pulling certain inspiration from it. You're good at sitting back and observing. But I also see with the Judgment card, you're very comfortable with just being yourself. But there are those of you who are good at sitting back and just observing and letting the gears shift or turn in your head when it comes to this artistic endeavor, or when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to this project, okay? But this Judgment card is all about you're okay with looking in the mirror and just realizing this is me, okay? You're confident in what you know. You're comfortable with your process, okay? Now the uncomfortable, okay? You have the Ace of Wands. Oh, okay. You're not really comfortable with doing new things. What you do artistically, like that's just what you do and you don't want to veer off into any other direction. You're cool with what you're doing. What makes you uncomfortable is like new things, having a different process, right? You have your process and you're cool with it and you don't want to move away from it, Gemini. But yeah, that's what makes you feel uncomfortable. Very interesting. That's really all that I got from that card. Just not really comfortable with. You're good at thinking outside the box in your own way, but you're not really. I get the sense that you're not really comfortable with. Just trying something new. Like if someone give you like an opinion about something, or they say, hey, maybe you can try doing this or that or the other, you know, you may be like, no, I got my process, I'm good. Okay, I don't know why I get this, but some of you guys may be uncomfortable if you're a feminine energy, and you resonate with the feminine energy or gender. You may not like men telling you what to do. That makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. So you may be in a work environment, or you may be working on a project where there are mostly men involved, or masculine energies involved, and you're just like, you may feel more comfortable with talking to a woman. That could be for a couple of you, okay? Now we have your past. The Eight of Cups is your past. There was something in your past that you had to let go of, or you had to walk away from, Gemini. And again, that could have been the very thing that, again, it may not have been terrible, but it disappointed you, and you just decided, I can't keep doing this. It's not going to work for me. I have to move on. And it may have affected your artistic endeavors or your artistic journey, or some type of a process that you implemented into your creative strategy, and you may still be stuck in the past with that, okay? Whatever, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, family, friends, whatever, right? But you had to walk away from it. That's life, right? And then we have your future. Now, there's that security again. You know, there's that opportunity. Your future is always going to have opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. It's always going to have opportunity no matter what. No matter how much you have to let go of something that you thought belonged to you or that you thought was meant for you. There's always going to be something better. There's money involved in your future. Okay, there is security, financial security there, and even security with a creative job. There is opportunity there. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so whatever you choose to create in the future will bring money into your pocket or into your bank account. It'll help you pay the bills, right? Or maybe you'll create a GoFundMe or some type of a Kickstarter or something like that, where people will give you money to start your own business. Okay, that is in your future, Gemini. Now, your muse, as far as what drives you to create, you got the 9 of Swords. So your muse is your heartache from your past. People telling you that you can't do this or you can't do that. People telling you that you're weird or that you're crazy for thinking that or for doing that or for being or acting the way you do or behaving the way you do or creating the way you do. That's your muse. That's what inspires you to create, is that you've been through so much. You just, you use that as fuel. That's very interesting, Gemini. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. But guess what? It's all with the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's all done. It's all gonna end. And it's gonna get better, right? If you've hit rock bottom, the only way is up, right? All right, Gemini. That is your artistic tarot card reading. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more of these types of readings, especially if you're an artist. And even if you're not an artist, what are some other readings that you would like to see on my channel that will help you along a certain journey, right? All right. Take care, you guys. Much love and light to all of you. And I'll see you guys in your next video. Take care, Gemini. Bye.